Good morning. Welcome to Unity Church of Overland Park's Inner Connection. My name is Debra Baker, and I am so grateful to be leading the meditation this morning. And as always, let's take a nice deep breath and let go, release, settle in. Know that all is well and we are one. And we are safe. So first, let's relax our bodies, allowing the divine light from the earth move up through all the layers of the earth, moving into the center of our feet, through the soles of our feet, through our feet, ankles, lower legs, through our lower legs into our knees, through our knees into our upper legs. We know that we are spirit having a human experience. And so we allow our bodies to relax, knowing that when we relax our bodies, we let go of any kind of physical resistance, which then creates the perfect scenario for healing in all ways. We allow healing to enter into the atoms of our being, healing, transformation, entering into the atoms of our being. So we feel this white divine light moving through our feet and legs, and now moving into our tailbones. If you're seated in a chair, imagine it coming up from the seat of the chair. If you're lying down, just feel the white light continue to move up your body, through your pelvis. Imagine that everywhere your body is touching the chair or whatever you're lying on, there's tiny little trapdoors opening up, releasing all of your stress and tension, and replacing it with a sense that all is well, because all is well. So feel the white light moving through your pelvis, your midsection, into your rib cage. Feel it also entering into the tips of each of your fingers and thumbs, moving up one knuckle at a time through your fingers, the palms and backs of your hands, your wrists, your lower arms, your elbows, and then feel it all moving up through your arms, through your torso, moving up into the level of your heart space, your shoulder blades, your collarbone, moving up into your shoulders. Feel your shoulders settle down as you let go of the stress and tension. Feel your neck get a little longer. As you feel that white light moving through your face, just erasing all sense of expression. Allowing your jaw to relax a little. Feel your eyes become like pools. The white light continues all the way up to the top of your head. I invite you to do this exercise several times throughout the day, just to allow your body to relax. Divine energy moves through us so much more easily when our bodies are relaxed, when we let go of whatever it is we may or may not be holding on to in our bodies. And we know that we are one with God, one with the infinite. We also are one in and of ourselves, body, mind, and soul, spirit. So when you're holding on to something in your body, you're probably holding on to it in your mind and your soul, your spirit, your sense of your oneness, your sense of your oneness, not your actual oneness, but your sense of it. So we let that all go. knowing that we are divine, perfect expressions of the infinite. So we're going to have a little fun today. During our meditation, we are going to go on a treasure hunt. And the treasure that we are going to seek and find is the best treasure of all, which is your infinite soul, the divine, God expressing in, through, and as you. God is everywhere present. We say those words. And so today during our meditation, we are going to find God everywhere. So let's just focus for a moment on our legs. And it doesn't matter how well your legs work, or even if they work. Just notice that, just remember all of the wonderful experiences you have had because of your legs. Let's visualize them healthy and whole and perfect, and just feel a huge sense of gratitude for our feet and our legs, for being able to move through this human journey we find ourselves on. Our legs represent our moving forward. And I invite you to give yourself credit for having moved forward your whole life, having brought yourself, having cooperated with the infinite in you to land right where you are today. And the only place where we can find our treasure is today, right here, right now, only right now. Excuse me, not even later today or earlier today, but right now. So enjoy the treasure of your legs and give yourself credit for all of the things that you have navigated. Now, you may not have run a marathon or even done a 5K or, any of those athletic events. It doesn't matter. You are walking through life, either physically or metaphorically, and your legs represent that. So just relax and know that you are being guided every step of the way. Your infinite soul finds guidance in many, many, many places, and your feet know where to go next. What is the next right thing? What is your next step? And so now let's shift our focus to our hands and our arms. And remember all of the hugs that you have given throughout your life. The babies you've held, the arms that held you as a baby. And just imagine God's presence in every one of those moments. God's presence in every one of those moments. All of those people who loved you so much as that precious baby, and who love you now and have loved you through every stage of your life. Let's not think about those who were unable to love us. Let's just bless them and let them go. And know that God was present in that situation as well. But let's just remember all of the love that we have received, and all love is of God. The purest essence of God is love, divinity, divine love. Imagine every person who ever held you or hugged you, held your hand, gave you a high five, was God loving you. God is loving you right now. I invite you to feel that in your heart space. It's no accident that our arms are at the level of our heart, and when we hug someone, it's as though we give them our hearts. So I invite you to open that absolutely, without exception, you are love, are divine love expressing. You are lovable. So love. Allow yourself to take that love in and know that you are one with the infinite, that you are God. So think about everyone that you have ever hugged, every baby you have ever held, and find God in you expressing. You are God expressing. You are God expressing every time you smile at someone, every time you let them into traffic, or uh, say thank you to the Amazon delivery person or the mail deliverer. Every time you are loving to your pets, every time you get on a Zoom call and you smile at someone or offer affection, caring, every time you let go and allow someone to walk their own journey without interference from you, you are love expressing. And so now let's think about our thoughts. Let's think about infinite spirit. Where do you find the divine presence throughout your day? You wake up, and I invite you to allow the first thought that crosses your mind be, thank you, God, I love this day already. Thank you, God, for expressing in, through, and as me as I start this day. And then realize you have a place to sleep. You have a roof over your head. Such gratitude for the many, many things that you have. And then look around at the beauty around you. I hope that your home is beautiful, that you can find things in your home that you enjoy. I don't know if you can see the picture behind me, but it's a photograph of a butterfly on a flower that actually I took in my front yard. And I love to remind myself the green grass, all the flowers, the bees, the butterflies, the birds, the squirrels, hearing nature, hearing the sounds of nature, smelling nature. I love the smell of rain. So much gratitude, so much beauty, finding God in beauty, finding infinite divinity in beauty. Because when you see beauty outside of yourself, it is just a mirror reflection of the beauty inside of you. So as we follow this treasure hunt, I invite you to imagine yourself looking in the mirror. And do you know what's there? God. When you look in the mirror, you're looking at God, expressing in physical manifestation as you. And I would imagine that divinity, God, the one presence and one power, doesn't really care what your body looks like. What its focus is on allowing you to feel its presence. So imagine that this beautiful beam of white light that we allow to move through our bodies to relax us is radiating out through every cell of your being. The ends of your hair are beams of light from your eyes, from your smile, from your heart, an energy of white light at your heart space. Radiating light. Seeing as you look in the mirror, imagine that you are a being of light. That is who you really are. And following that idea, notice that in that white light, as you look in the mirror, is every color. Like a kaleidoscope, it changes with every thought. And so imagine you think a happy thought, or you think about love and appreciating yourself and what a beautiful expression of the divine that you are. And look at how your colors get brighter and they dance and they just reflect happiness. If you could see a picture of happiness, it would be how your colors look right at that moment. And then if you imagine sadness or sorrow or anger or fear or shame, you can see that your colors dim a little. They get a little darker. They get a little less animated. And so just release whatever that is and allow yourself to remember you are God expressing. You are the infinite. You are one with all that is. And so let's continue our treasure hunt. Imagine if you live with someone, imagine that person or persons. And if you don't, the people that are closest to you. And since we're still under mostly a quarantine, you may not be seeing people in person yet, but just bring them into your thoughts and see God expressing through them. Let yourself see how much they love you. A lot of us are unable or not fully able to feel the love that others have for us. You are loved way more than you think you are. So whether it's with the person you are picturing, or just if you expand your vision to everyone who loves you, even if it's just a tiny moment of love with the person that you treated kindly, the cashier that you gave a compliment to, or person in traffic, or your neighbor that you waved to, or you gave some flowers to. Just feel all of that love, all of that sense of appreciation. You are loved far more than you realize. And so our last stop on our treasure hunt is to imagine someone who you would think is difficult, either difficult to love or difficult to accept. It could be someone you know personally or someone you know politically. I invite you to know that God is expressing in, through, and as that person as well. What we look for, we find. What we seek, we find. So I invite you to look for the God in every situation, in every personality today. Listen for God's messages to you. Listen for those words that tell you what the next right thing is. Feel that sense of peace just emanating from you as you go about your day. And I thank you for listening, for being God to me today. And I hope that you can also see God expressing in, through, and as me as I send you infinite, unconditional love as we bring this meditation to a close. Take a nice deep breath and reorient yourself to the room you are in and this time. And if you should want to reach me, my name is Debra Baker, and you can make a comment on this uh, Facebook page, or you can reach me at healingdebra.com. And I just send you much love and appreciation. Namaste.